views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Welcome to Energy Works Radio with Ataana. Have you ever wondered what has been gripping your power and light, shutting you off from your potential? Wonder no more. Energy Works Radio with one of the world's leading healers and transformation catalysts, Ataana, will help you map out a pathway to create the life you truly desire. Ataana brings his ability to see energy patterns to help you become the conductor of your own higher self. Get ready to unhook from those limiting agreements and patterns to create a greater fullness of expression of your soul. Say yes to the creative energy within you and stand in the power of this place to honor your gifts, recognize your skills, and extend outward in the world. Why? For the highest good imaginable. Now here's your amazing host, Ataana. Hey, everybody. It's so great to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, this is a special edition of the show. And by the way, you know, we're here. This is really Energy Works Radio with Ataana. He's joining me here today. Energy Works Radio with Ataana is about activating self-healing and awakening your potential. Ataana and I are going to be here talking about one of my favorite subjects. And, you know, what is that? Energy. But what are we going to be talking about here? We're going to be talking about the ways energy can actually work for us. You know, a lot of times we're hearing about bad energy or energy low vibration or, geez, I don't have any energy. Well, Energy Works Radio, and by the way, you know, what Ataana does is helps people understand whether it's gemstone healing, teaching self-healing, whether it's a beautiful meditation like you'll hear later on in the show. This is about helping people see the patterns, clear them away, and create the amazing life that each and every one of us deserve. So transformation is not the idea that it works for one or two people. It is the idea that transformation leads to transformation. And once you get in the flow of that, once you get in the groove of that, there's literally no stopping you. Ataana, great to have you here. I love this show on energy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Pat. I'm glad to be here, and I'm happy to talk about energy because often we don't realize that the physical is motivated by the energy or by the energy blueprint. So first, a lot of the things that we're experiencing have been first thoughts, first energy before they even became semi-solid, I will say, because even though the things that are solid, they literally are vibrating. When we look at even the place where you're at right now, even like if you're on the street or in the house, in the office, in the building that you are in right now, even the car that you're in, if you listen to this right now, has been an idea before it actually became a physical manifestation. That means somebody came up with the idea, say, I want a house, I want a building here, I want a car. And they went to the architects, then they created the blueprint. After they created the blueprint, they got to the contractor, subcontractor, and actually built the building. Now we are in a solid building. But before that, it was all an idea. And the power of these ideas, they come from the core raw essence of energy. Energy provides the projectional force to even create, to attract. And whenever our energy is in a balanced state, we attract balanced experiences. Whenever our energy is in imbalance or unbalanced, we're attracting unbalanced experiences. So the whole idea when I talk about energy is really literally stabilizing my energy field, stabilizing my chakras, my auric field, so that I can have a projectional, clear a visual or energy that I send out to the universe, to the creative source, to God, so that I can receive what's required at this time in my life in the best way possible.
Well, this is really the conversation that, many of us are quite aware of. I mean, let's just talk about it from a real street smart spirituality point of view. All of us know, Ataana. I mean, we walk into a room and we have a sense. We have a sense of how that feels, right? Or we meet somebody, and let's say we interview for a job, and we walk in, and we have a sense of what that's like. Now, here's the question I have. How much of a sense are we going to have about who we're talking with, what the energy is about? Isn't that really dependent upon how open and aware we are? And if we're kind of shut down, we're not going to pick up on those nuances until it's, kind of a little late in the game, right?
Yeah, that's a very good point, Pat.
Yeah.
When I'm being asked, so what do you see? Do you see like auras? Do you see colors? Do you see? And I say to them, when I look at your aura, it can change. If you're in a bad mood, your aura can be looking really gray, almost dull. If you're in a great mood and you're in love, your aura looks like super vibrant. But I can tune into the different layers all the way back into the, so to speak, into the oneness. I can go any layer into the depth as I'm focusing, and I can really go deeper into the energy circuits where the blueprint is being made up of, and even like in that raw energy structural makeup. And for me, the auric field is not really interesting, or the mood, or even when I go and I meet a person, I'm at a point where I recognize we are everything. We can be everything. And so even if I see people that are not in their best, I can refocus my energy back to myself, not necessarily like a form of ignorance, and not that I don't care about the other person, but when I sense it, and I have to say my awareness is a little bit heightened because I'm doing this every day. I'm living in that world, literally, right? And so when I see somebody is, for example, energetically affected or drained, we can very easily redirect our energy back to ourselves and make sure that we are in a good and balanced state, and that the energy that's vibrating from us can be an inspiration to the community or to the group around us, or even into the room, without that anybody is being given permission to latch on, but to witness, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And, we're learning so much about energy, right? And, what am I saying we're learning so much about energy? There's actually, quite a controversy stirring up. And if you go back to the people that talked about energy and talked about this early on, Einstein, and even before Einstein, we're talking about something that is so well known. And, one of the folks I was talking with the other day had an interesting theory. And what he said was that, when Dr. Oz came on air a couple years ago and made the declaration, that energy medicine was the next frontier of medicine, many people glommed onto that. And the controversy around that, though, is, okay, if that's true, then what happens to the pharmaceutical community? And I think this is really has been the push and pull of things. But can't we all just live together? And that's really the question. Does it have to be one or the other? Because now we're in a world, Ataana, right? My gosh. I mean, if this were you and me 100 years ago, we wouldn't have to worry about electromagnetic fields. We wouldn't have to worry about wires. We wouldn't have to worry about wireless. We wouldn't have to worry about any other really distraction than mostly live in our day. But that's not the world we live in, is it?
No, it's not. And there is a lot of advancement. And if you really look at the empty spaces that were there in the beginning, they're all slowly but surely going to be filled with something, with some form of vibration. And even if you look at the empty spaces that even how much more time people had in the past, now every little time and space is being filled with something, with some vibration, with some form of something, even electromagnetic, good or bad. It doesn't really matter, but it's going to be filled with something. Now, the power that we have with that is, first of all, when I talk about the oneness, I'm going to go into an appreciation of all of existence. When we are in this all appreciation of all existence, we are in the least amount of resentment and in the least amount of friction towards life. And whenever we open ourselves for life, we also receive powerful life force and chi energy that our chakras can then utilize and build our own energy field without resentment, really. And when you talk about the medical field and the holistic field and the natural medicine field, I think every space, every place has its right to be. I mean, if there's a surgery needed, get the best surgeon that you can get the best team that you can get. If you just need some more chlorophyll, just get yourself a green juice, But at the same time, I wouldn't say one is not more necessary or less necessary than the other. It's not really a competition. Each one is its own field. It's not like they're bleeding into each other and want to take away clients or customers from each other. It's more they are serving a very important purpose in life. It's not more and it's not less, but it's required. And when you go to a chiropractor, you go to a chiropractor. When you go to a dentist, it's something that a chiropractor can do, and a dentist can do what the chiropractor can do. When you go into an energy healing session, it's something that a doctor can do. It's something that you have to see what is required. When people say, well, I'm going to a therapist, well, it's still different than if you get an energy healing session. A lot of the clients that I work with, they have a therapist, they also have an energy healer, they also have a different massage therapist, and they have a chiropractor. The thing is understanding the value that you have at this point in your life. You're actually a functioning CEO of a big company. You don't realize you're actually running a whole empire. People right now, at this point, even if they think they don't do much, they do like 10 times more than the people that the people did 10 years ago. Because they're running a whole empire, they're running the whole show. They have to function. For that, you have to think of yourself like a CEO of a big company. You think as a CEO of a big company, you're not going to get a massage, you're not going to get a coaching, you're not going to get an energy healing session. It's like, why wouldn't you have the best in the field at your fingertips so that you can perform on the highest level possible? This is what that is about. It's not like, oh, let me here waste a little time and a little money here and there. That's not what this is about. This is about how can I be the most effective human being in life at this moment. And we all are exposed to a lot of stress. We're all exposed to a lot of things that we have to think of all the times. And that's not something we have been exposed to before. And now it's like every person has that. Every person has a personal device, computer that they have like on their hands instead of on their desktop. And you have it like on your hands. And you're answering emails, you're answering text messages, you're answering calls, you're running the whole show, you're running your children, they're going to go to basketball, they're going to this, dinner has to be ready, and shopping, and this is like a whole big job. Even like a person that's a homemaker right now is running a big freaking corporation, and they don't realize it. They don't realize. They think, well, it's just normal. This is not like in the 50s where you just go and you get your TV dinner, put it in the microwave, and that's it. No, there's so much expected of us that we have to perform on super levels, on super high levels. And if you don't nurture and nourish your body and give yourself what you need as an athlete, then you're going to break down. It's that simple.
Yeah. I mean, this is really for all of us, as you said so beautifully here, we are just literally cranking away at living our lives. I mean, we really are. We're cranking away at it. You know, there isn't anything slow paced that I can think about right now. You know, my friends used to say, I come from a very interesting background, Ataana. And, you know, part of what we used to talk about is every time we would go visit our relatives in the South, you know, I was always struck by how we would take time for family, you know, for a Sunday brunch that turned into dinner, for gathering, for community. And, you know, now it's hard to find people having the time to just sit down for dinner. This is actually kind of funny, but not so much. You know, I was at a friend's house not too long ago, and they were eating lunch, standing up in the kitchen at the sink.
Absolutely.
Now, there's an energy to that, isn't there? What is that energy? Tell me what you think that is. I have a few thoughts, but it is certainly an energy that many people believe is serving them. Is it?
Well, it is a form of production and thinking about being productive. See, the levels of how we're functioning here in the United States, or even like in the Western hemisphere, it's like we are in this place where we think we have to produce every second. If we don't produce something, it's like in New York. You know, I talked once to somebody in New York. That person was so stressed and say, I live here in New York. If I go to sleep right now, I probably wake up and somebody else inhibits my body.
Yeah.
You know, so they're kind of like always in that stress mode. And so every time you have people in that mode, it's a lack consciousness geared towards prosperity, because they think when they dedicate all of their time that they use for their personal space or personal time, right? When they utilize their personal time for production, and take away from themselves, then they increase their productional levels. What is the illusion? Because ultimately, you're affirming that you are not enough, or that there's not enough, so you're taking even away from what you have for yourself, and that gets less and less and less. The real program for prosperity is having more than enough time and space to eat, to be, to love, to have friends, to have more time than you actually need. Similar like the French do, you know, they eat like the fattiest diet that you can imagine. Camembert with everything, cheese and everything. And they take their time. They sit on the tables for a couple hours, and it's a transformative experience where we are not putting value on good energy anymore. We're not putting value on good experiences anymore. It's like, oh, it's just a waste of time. Why don't we just, instead of that, produce something? And instead of recognizing that when we honor our temples, our bodies, our life, our lifetime, and our emotions and our feelings and our thoughts, our creativity, that we're actually enhancing our life. We're actually having a beautiful life experience that makes worth living. And a lot of the times we have seen from parents or friends or society that we should be doing that. And, you know, the people who shorten their lunch, they're like heroes because, hey, look, they didn't eat, come back to work. And for what? So that they deal with the nervous bowel syndrome later because of the colon is not dealing happy with that, you know?
Yeah, I know. I mean, we're going to take a short break, Ataana, and when we come back, we're going to talk about, you know, what does this energy conversation really mean? And why are so many people attracting to learning more? You know, there's lots we're going to talk with you about, but, you know, Ataana works with people all over the world. You know, he teaches folks not only how to, as we like to say, handle the energy, but how to use it to accelerate and expand. That is our theme this year. Many of you have said to me, man, my head feels like it's going to explode. Well, guess what? It doesn't have to. When we come back, we'll talk about how you can learn about this, but then let's think about this. Why is it some of us are so drawn to crystals? You know, we see them, we look at them, we put them on altars, and the bottom line is most of us do not even understand how they work. We've got lots coming up in the next segment, and we're going to wrap up the show later on with a special meditation from Ataana. All right, everyone, we'll be right back.
Do I sound a little? Do I sound a little? Do I sound a little? Do I sound a little?
Hi, I'm Tim Darter.
And I'm Steve Kramer.
Join us on Spirit Fire Radio. Discover how to add the mechanics of meditation to your day.
And watch yourself connect in a whole new way. Find the amazing moments in life's routines that often pass us by. Add to your awareness with Spirit Fire Radio.
Tune in each Wednesday at 9 a.m. for your weekly guide to practical mindfulness. And to learn more, visit www.spiritfireradio.com.
What if your body and mind were the compasses to the secrets, mysteries, and magic of life? Glenna Rice, co-host of The Questionable Parent, is inviting you to access all that is possible. Glenna is a 10-year certified veteran access consciousness facilitator who offers an amazing variety of life-changing classes and workshops. Work with Glenna from anywhere with teleclasses and workshops all over the globe. To learn more and see Glenna's current schedule of events, classes, and workshops, visit glennarice.com.
There are so many resources out there for meditation. But did you know that Ataana's Heart Earth Healing Meditation is available for you for free? Yes, that's right. You can receive this free healing meditation today from Ataana Badili. All you need to do is visit his website, ataanamethod.com. That's ATAANA method.com and sign up. You will receive your free meditation instantly. That's ataanamethod.com.
Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Pat. The ancient Inca root vegetable maca is world-renowned for its wide array of health benefits. As a family-run company of true maca specialists, the maca team's mission is to provide you with fresh, organic, premium quality maca powders at a fair price. Amazing. All of the products are always organically grown, fair-traded, GMO-free, fresh, and potent. So don't take my word for it. Experience the life-changing benefits of maca today. Visit themacateam.com.
Do you want the freedom to spend more time with your loved ones? Travel the world? Live spontaneously? Get ready, because the Chip Justice Show is here. Hosts Dr. Pat Basili and Chip Justice can help you build meaningful success while embracing life. Living a life you love is the end game in this new, inspirational, and empowering show. Positive changes for a life you'll love. Tune in every month on TransformationTalkRadio.com and visit PositiveChangeInstitute.co for more information.
Naturopathic doctor, founder of the Martha's Vineyard Holistic Retreat, and author of the New York Times bestseller 21 Pounds in 21 Days, Dr. Ronnie DeLuce has helped tens of thousands of people, including celebrities and athletes, with her message of lifestyle change. Now Dr. Ronnie DeLuce wants to help you. You too can be saved. Email Dr. Ronnie DeLuce at info@ronniedeluceonradio.com and visit mtheholisticretreat.com. Dr. Ronnie DeLuce, your partner in wellness.
How would you like increased health and vitality? How would you like to avoid the onset of disease as well as slow the aging process? This is all possible through a simple, safe, and natural process. Every day we are either moving toward wellness or away from wellness.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. I'd like to be your partner in achieving optimal health. Contact me now at maryjanemack.com or call 425-392-0659. Visit maryjanemack.com.
Are you ready to stop stress, anxiety, and low self-esteem from running your life? Join award-winning author Dr. Friedemann Schaub for Empowerment Radio and learn breakthrough solutions to switch out of survival mode and approach every day with great ease, joy, and purpose. Tune in the first and third Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific to Empowerment Radio with host Dr. Friedemann Schaub on Transformation Talk Radio. Visit thefearandanxietysolution.com to learn more.
Wow, everyone. It is so great to be connecting with all of you. Ataana is in the house. Now, we're going to go right to the phones. We are taking calls, but before we do, please visit AtaanaMethod.com, ATAANA method.com. We're going to talk with Ataana in a minute here about how he works with people one-on-one, how he works with groups, and much more. For those of you out there, we want to make sure that if you want to find many, many things more about Ataana, go to the Dr. Pat Show, or better yet, Transformation Talk Radio. Click on the box. We have got so much coming forth this year to help you. Ataana, we have a fabulous listener. Why don't we go to the phones?
Absolutely. Let's go there.
Let's do it, Alex.
All right. Karina, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Hello. So, my question, I don't know if you've touched the subject or not on your segment today. I kind of dipped in a little into it. But I have been told that I need a cleansing by two different people. And I just started to follow this transformation talk radio this week, actually. And so I have gone to an Indian, advisor, spiritualist, and he told me that I needed a cleansing. And then I talked to someone on the radio, and they also told me I needed a cleansing. So now I'm like, I might need a cleansing.
Yeah.
I can do myself.
Well,
go to a professional.
Well, hold on a minute. Let's talk about this with you because, first of all, I love this question. I'm glad you called in, and I know you're breaking up a little bit. But here's what I want to say is let's talk to you about what cleansing means, because every time somebody brings up the words cleanse, clean, what are we really talking about? There's the body, there's the mind, and there's the spirit. Ataana, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go right to the energy.
Yeah.
In case somebody recommends you need a cleansing, see it like this. If you walk through a week and you have a busy week or day, you get dusty, and so you take a shower. What I'm comparing this to is energetically we need a shower every day, because us just walking out the door, we are susceptible to all kinds of energy residue, like energy dust, electromagnetics, everything you can imagine, from negative projections to all kinds of stuff, just being in traffic. So just consider this. And an energy cleanse, a purification, you wanna look at different stages. One is like the regular cleanse. You can just basically go and have the intention. When you are in the shower, you can ask also your energy to be cleansed. It's that simple as an intention. But at the same time, there are certain tools that you can utilize. Like the Native American Indians, they use the smudging to energetically cleanse their system, to spiritually cleanse. Is that an emotional cleanse? Is that a mental cleanse? Is that a physical cleanse, right? And even like when I do once a year, a strong gallbladder cleanse, or liver cleanse, that's also something you want to consider. You want to have your whole system, to be up to date, where you service your whole system in a way where you can fully function. And energetically, I would highly recommend you clear your chakra system. When you do that, you can really go just as simple as from the first chakra up to the second chakra and the third, the Manipura, the Anahata, the Visuddha, the Ajna, the Sahasrara, the aura. You can even cleanse your aura with just the intention. Instead of redirecting, instead of focusing on what exactly I need, have the intention that I'm right now cleansing my energy with this act. For example, if I take a shower or if I smudge. And there's also stones that I can recommend you. Just holding them will help clear your aura.
Mm-hmm.
Does it make sense?
Yes, it does. So I totally get it, yeah. It could be an independent thing.
Okay.
Practiced.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Well, what's interesting? Here's what I want to say about it before you go. because, when you called into the show and, there is a crackling in the call with you calling in. That's energy. It's energy. And I've been doing this for 13 years, and I will tell you that there are no mistakes in the way that energy gets exacerbated on a show like this where we're connecting so many people in an electromagnetic field. So it's interesting you called in with that question and that Ataana is answering it in that way because we can hear the static coming through the phone. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's interesting because I had not noticed the static on this phone until this week.
Yeah. There you go.
Let me go a little bit deeper. Let me go a little bit deeper with you. Just a second. One more thing that you can consider is clearing yourself of attachments.
That's a big one.
Okay? Attachments like, you know how there's energy residue on the planet that is like from people who, residue from people who passed over, that goes even into the area of entities. And you want to make sure that you clear yourself of any attachments that you still have to anybody who is, who could drain your life force. And sometimes it can get attracted from worries or being afraid or just anxiety. And what you can do is very simple. You let go of all attachments that are holding you back, living your highest light.
Yeah. And we just put you on mute just to make sure that we're not getting the crackling. But, Ataana, I want to say this. You're working with people all the time to clear the energy. Would you mind just stopping for a minute and letting folks know how do they work with you directly? Because this is really what is required sometimes. We have the fabulous listener just called in and is basically saying, my phone just started to do this a week ago. Well, you and I both know that we have all sorts of electronic devices that go bizarro. My laptop is one of them now. I love you, little laptop over there. But, out of the blue, all of a sudden, blue screen. So how do you help and work people start to clear this so that our caller knows how to get a hold of you directly?
Yeah, you can go to my website, ataanamethod.com, go into the calendar, schedule a session, and usually 1 to 3 sessions is enough to clear attachments, or entities or implants or anything that is really holding you back to live your fullest potential. And then my work is not just removing it, but realizing why it's there, and then supporting you basically to go into it and rewriting or changing the contract. And then by doing that, you effortlessly release and transform that, and then, of course, move forward,
I know. I love it. That's what we're saying. That's what we want to do.
Now, and these are phone sessions, too. These are phone sessions.
You need a phone session.
Yeah,
right.
you can do a phone session with me. You don't have to come in person into the office. I do this also over the phone, and it has a very high, powerful impact in clearing and supporting people move forward.
I love it. And this is really part of what we're talking about here today. Energy works. It does. That's why we're talking here on Energy Works Radio. It works in more ways than you can even imagine. One of the things that I'd like to talk with you about is how energy can help us, literally, Ataana, right? If we think about it. Our theme this year, just so you know, is accelerated expansiveness. Now, I'm telling you, oh my goodness, for those of us that have certain things that we're doing, we just sent out information about our midnight psychic launch of our psychic channel. We have 10 channels we're launching, right? And we just sent out an email about them. And I'm telling you that people are responding and they're saying, wait a minute, you have an entire network dedicated to psychic talk? And all of a sudden now, it is like masses of people coming forward. And people have said to me, Pat, why haven't you done it sooner? Well, there's an answer to that, isn't there, Ataana? We weren't ready to do it sooner. But I'm not talking about ready technically or I'm not talking. I'm talking ready. Can you please talk about the word ready. Because when I say ready, it's not just about I'm showing up, because we're doing that really well. Aren't there isn't there energetic readiness that I hope you blog about?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And when you move forward towards consciousness, and you want to be a more aware, more conscious, more effective human being, then the next step is going to be basically streamlining the emotional body. If there's any trauma, any memorized dynamics or dysfunctional energies, if there is the mental body has to be clear, the spiritual, the physical, they all have to be cleared in order for the energy go through it without being sidetracked or detoured. And whenever we're ready, we're done basically with the BS. We're done with the playing around, and we are ready to go now and say, you know what, I understand. I maybe screwed up in the past. I'm ready to really. I reached rock bottom. I wanna know what life is about, and I want to be doing my best effort to make this life the most effective life I can be, and be the best human being I can be. When you get to this point, you meet real people. You start to meet people that are actually also ready, and your whole life is changing. A lot of the attitudes that we still carrying are patterns from the lineage, from parents, from things that haven't been. It's almost like an acting out still. A lot of people are still doing stuff, and they're wondering, why the heck did I just say this? Why the heck did I just do this? That means they're still acting out something for somebody else or for a pattern. And as long as we are so sidetracked, there is no real path going towards the enlightenment, because we're still acting something out that still had a dynamic in us, and we're just kind of following the pattern and observing, why the heck did we just do this? And we're running circles, and we're watching ourselves, why are we running still a circle? So the moment you're done with that and you're saying, you know what, I surrender, the moment you say, I surrender to the divine, I surrender to God, to the Christ, to the Buddha consciousness, to the oneness consciousness, whatever that is for you, and you go into surrendering and you're opening your heart, that's when you start really getting traction.
Yeah.
And that's when you start moving forward.
Yeah.
And you know exactly that is a no BS zone. That's where it's happening. That's where the rubber meets the road, and all of a sudden you're rolling forward. You're moving.
I love this. And, you and I, our next show, can we do our next show on the no BS zone? Can we really do that? Because, what I'm discovering, Ataana, in the whole realm of things and how we go about things is that, someone said to me, and you and I can talk about this later. Ataana and I talk all the time. And so he did a clearing on me that I just got to tell everybody. I still don't even understand what happened, but I will tell you that, for many of us that have ever experienced working with Ataana, your life is going to change. It is going to change. It is going to change in ways that you're going to be thinking to yourself, well, wait a minute. I have done all these things all these years. Why didn't it happen then? You know what, Ataana, here's what I want to say about your work. For me, I love working with you. And does it matter that I understand how all of this works? No, because what matters is I am willing. And I'm willing to not know. I'm willing to be able to surrender to the not knowing and have someone like you do what you do, which is, I believe, the hard work, so that the doors, the floodgates open, and we are now in a no BS zone. We're going to take a short break. When we come back.
Thank you.
Make sure, I can't even explain what's happened since the last time that Ataana and I spoke, but I'll tell you what. We're going to do a show, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what happened in that session, and when did I discover things were changing. Better yet, I didn't discover them. The people around me did. Let's take a short break. When we come back, Ataana's got a very special gift for all of you, a special meditation. Yeah, welcome to the No BS Zone.
awaken to your radiant, authentic self. For over 15 years, Soul Purpose Advocate Nancy Monson has been focused on leading change in the lives of those looking to live their true purpose. She is devoted to supporting people in living a soul-directed life every day. Let Nancy help you overcome fear, worry, and doubt. Visit everydayspirituality.com to learn how Nancy can be your soul purpose advocate.
There are so many resources out there for meditation. But did you know that Ataana's Heart Earth Healing Meditation is available for you for free? Yes, that's right. You can receive this free healing meditation today from Ataana Badili. All you need to do is visit his website, ataanamethod.com. That's ATAANA method.com and sign up. You will receive your free meditation instantly. That's ataanamethod.com.
Shine On Radio. Find Your Shine with Kelly is the show that celebrates what makes you, you. Join co-hosts Kelly Wadler and Dr. Pat Basili as they break down how to brilliantly fuel and move your body and love what makes you shine. Kelly is a professional arts and wellness coach dedicated to helping brilliant women find their confidence, energy, self-love, and shine. Tune in to Shine On Radio with Kelly and find your shine on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
What is a Master Soul Gardener? With Nomi Bahar, you can be one too. Her revolutionary Gates of Power method is a comprehensive program that addresses every aspect of yourself and gives you the tools to tend to the seeds of your soul's garden. Let Nomi guide you through and beyond what's holding you back and help you embrace the life you've always dreamed of. To learn more about upcoming classes and workshops, visit gatesofpower.com today.
Introducing the Lucid Planet, a digital gathering place featuring cutting-edge, high-vibrational content that will empower and inspire you to become the greatest version of yourself. Visit the Lucid Planet today to stimulate your mind, body, and soul as you connect with a global community of like-minded people. The Lucid Planet is edited by renowned psychologist and author Dr. Kelly Neff, who is here to help you cope with anxiety, connect to your higher purpose, uncover your true passions, and live your dreams. Dr. Kelly's fresh, compassionate perspective emphasizes growth, transformation, healing, and thriving. Even in the face of adversity, say goodbye to bad news and low vibrational media for good and become part of the larger collective of people working together to navigate the global shift of consciousness and transform the world from within. Join the planet, the Lucid Planet. Visit thelucidplanet.com. Welcome home.
How would you like increased health and vitality? How would you like to avoid the onset of disease as well as slow the aging process? This is all possible through a simple, safe, and natural process. Every day we are either moving toward wellness or away from wellness.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. I'd like to be your partner in achieving optimal health. Contact me now at maryjanemack.com or call 425-392-0659. Visit maryjanemack.com.
Wow. Welcome back, everyone. Alex, that's beautiful music. I love that. It's just really, I'm just like, wait a minute. I almost forgot for a minute that I'm doing this show with my friend and my colleague, Ataana Badili. Oh. Yeah. And this is interesting. I'm Pat Basili, and this is no joke. My friend here is Ataana Badili. And so here we are, Ataana. We have literally gotten to the place where it's time to demonstrate to folks the work that you do. And I know that this is a very special offering, a meditation to help all of us. So tell folks a little bit about what's going to happen, and then we'll just sit here and relax and absorb.
My work is all about the heart. So we're going to do a heart meditation today. And I'm going to support you to activate your heart energy, your heart chakra. And also, by the way, since that came in today, why don't we do a heart clearing at the same time throughout the meditation.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Ready?
Yes.
All right, everybody. Give yourself a moment of deep breathing. As you breathe deeply, I would like you to call all of your power back to yourself, all of your power that's somewhere stuck in the past, anything that is stuck in any dynamics that are still unhealthy and dysfunctional, and I would like you just to call that power back, breathe deeply, and give yourself a moment where you connect with your heartbeat. Place both of your hands, if you can, on your heart chakra, and just connect with the heartbeat. There you go. Once you connect with the heartbeat, I would like you to have the intention, I now connect with my heart, and just have internally the intention, I now connect with my heart. There you go. And you sense that energy already shifting. Now, as you are bringing attention to your beautiful heart, allow all the pain that's still in the heart to start the transformational process and start the healing process so it can start clearing out from the heart and from the heart chakra. Any guilt or shame that's still in the heart, any energy of shame or guilt that's still in the heart, give it also permission to start the transformational process and give you more space so that the heart energy can fully expand. And now take deep, long inhale and exhales. And as you go on with this, I would like to let go of all these things, all these responsibilities that we have, that all the things that need to be done, all the stuff that hasn't been done yet, all the stuff that needs to be done, all the things that need to be taken care of. Right now, give yourself a moment of peace and give yourself a moment of harmony where all of these needs and responsibilities are not in your body, but actually outside of your body and not representing any form of pressure. So observe your body and observe the energy flow in your body right now. Observe the heart energy. Activate your energy awareness and observe how the energy flows in your body right now. Observe if there is still any density or heaviness in your heart. Allow the density and heaviness in the heart to start the transformational process and give more space for the heart light. Excellent. Now, allow the love contained in your heart to fully expand into all the 4 chambers of the heart, and beyond that, into your heart chakra. From your heart chakra, allow it to expand all the way down into your legs, into your feet, into your toes, and all the way up into your head, into your brain, into the skull, into the neck, shoulders, arms, elbows, hands, fingers. Allow that unconditional love, that love contained in your heart, to connect you to that unconditional love. There you go. And you can sense how that amplifies a little bit. As it amplifies, allow that unconditional love now to expand into all of your chakras, up and down, the front and the back, to the left, to the right, and give yourself permission now to fully contain the unconditional love and expand it into your auric field, so that your aura now is like an unconditional love container, building up that light, that unconditional love frequency, and allow it now to exponentially amplify and allow that light to become fully present. There you go. And maintain your deep inhale and exhales. Now give yourself permission to allow this unconditional love to clear all forms of stress and exhaustion. So that in your auric field right now there is the highest frequency of unconditional love, and allow that unconditional love to become more vibrant, more present, and allow it to transform and release any form of stress, real, artificial stress, all forms of stress. Allow it also to clear any form of exhaustion so that you can fully recharge with this unconditional love in your system. There you go, and you can see how your energy expands all the way down and all the way up, and you can sense the energy flow in your spine. Now, any abuse that's still in your system, ask them to be cleared and to start the healing process now. So they can be also being released and slowly being transformed and released, actually. There you go. Give your heart chakra now permission to start the purification process. Simply state, I now give my heart chakra permission to start the purification process, and just have that intention. I now give my heart chakra permission to start the purification process, and allow it to start the cleansing process. There you go. Very nice. And you can feel that energy. And give yourself a moment to fully enjoy and integrate this. Breathe into this meditation. Breathe into this experience. Observe the expansion that comes with it, the space that's available, and observe how your energy field is expanding as you go in deeper into the meditation. There you go. Now, allow all your chakras to be supported by this unconditional love, and allow all of the chakras now to vibrate and spin in the highest frequency possible so they can attract even more life force. And right now, in this moment, nothing needs to be done. Everything is being taken care of. All the solutions that we need, that are required, are being conducted effortlessly. Allow your source energy to right now fully take care of all the requirements and all the needs and everything that's needed at this point in our lives. Now connect with that unconditional love, send it out into Mother Earth, into humanity, into the whole planet, into whatever is happening on the planet, so the unconditional love can truly start the healing process of whatever is needed on this planet. Then send it out into the solar system, the galaxy, the universe. Now allow that unconditional love to return to you and send it out into your family, to all your loved ones, and into your lineage. Now bring that unconditional love now back into your system, redirect it back into your heart, and allow it to activate all of your cells. Allow this unconditional love to support the emotional body, the mental body, the spiritual body, the physical body, the astral body, and allow this unconditional love now to become fully present and anchored in this life, in this reality, in this, our life. Take another deep inhale and another 10 seconds and we're done with this meditation. Give yourself another deep inhale and slow exhale. One more time. Allow your heart to start the healing process on all levels and give yourself another very deep inhale. Slowly exhale. Allow your unconditional love to get stronger and stronger with every inhale and exhale throughout your life. And thank you so much for being part of this meditation and allowing me to support you at this point in time.
Oh, Ataana, thank you so much for today. Thank you. Again, everyone.
Oh, you're welcome.
Find out more. Ataana and I are just warming up here. Stay tuned for many, many more shows with us together. Go to AtaanaMethod.com. Thank you for tuning us in and turning us on. And I hope that you could feel the sense of accelerated expansiveness. We'll see you next time. Thank you for listening to Energy Works Radio with Ataana Badili. Each show, Ataana provides listeners with live energy healing meditations and tools to shed the layers of limitation and reveal the powerful life force within that can conceive, achieve, and activate you for an amazing life. For more information and to book a session with Ataana, please visit AtaanaMethod.com. That's AtaanaMethod.com. And tune in next time for Energy Works Radio with Ataana.